Hi everyone, let's improve your TOEIC score. Today we're going to look at 3 difficult TOEIC questions and we're going to learn also 5 key vocabulary. So let's get to the first TOEIC question. Here it is. Let's look at some key vocabulary here. It says the two militaries conducted. Conduct means do. For example, the scientists did research. The scientists conducted research. So conduct is a fancier do. It is often used as a partner with the following words. Someone conducts research, experiments, surveys, tests, polls, training exercises, and you can also conduct business. It is strange to say he conducted homework. So remember, better would be he did homework, but conduct is used with about 14 specific words. An example, the company conducted a survey on how customers felt about the product. So the company did a survey. Now we know that vocabulary, let's simplify the TOEIC sentence. Instead of the two militaries conducted training exercises, let's just say the two armies did blank training exercises. That can be simple. Well, let's eliminate A first. We would need an adjective before training exercises. This is a compound noun. We are describing the exercises. Therefore, we don't say effectively exercises. We need an adjective, effective. Remember, he effectively solved the problem. This is an adverb that describes the verb. But he ordered an effective solution to the problem. This describes the noun. So we need an adjective form before training exercises. Next, eliminate together. When you use together, you put it at the end of the sentence or the start of the sentence. It is strange to say, we together ate dinner. You could say, we ate dinner together, or together we ate dinner. Notice, together does not go before the verb. So, if I said we conducted together military exercises, this would be strange. Better, we conducted training exercises together. So now we have B or C. Well, the best answer is B, joint. Joint is an adjective in this form. It means in a partnership, with another person, with another group. For example, Microsoft and Nike are working on a joint project to develop a smart running shoe. I don't know if that's true, but let's just imagine. So the project is a partnership between these two. They are working on a joint project. So we can see the two militaries conducted training exercises together. They conducted joint training exercises. The adverb for joint is jointly. So we could use an adverb and say the two militaries jointly conducted training exercises. So once again, the best answer is B, joint. Let's go to 112. Well, let's look at some key vocabulary. The word discrepancy. A discrepancy is a difference between two or more things when they are expected to be the same. For example, the company created 100,000 Model A phones. The first 50,000 Model A phones had a long battery life, while the remaining 50,000 Model A phones had a short battery life. So there was a discrepancy in the battery life between the phones produced in January and the phones produced in February. There was a discrepancy in these phones. So it's very common to see there is a discrepancy or there are discrepancies between A and B. Once again, this is differences. An example, the coach said the team was performing well, while the team president said they were playing worse than expected. So there were discrepancies between the coaches and president's comments. So we can see the answer here is discrepancy, D. There was a discrepancy between the price of the product online and at the store. There was a difference. All right, 122. Let's look at the word accessible. Accessible means can be used, can be accessed. People can use it. People can enter. An example, the school's computers are accessible to all students. So, all students can use the computers. It is a common form to see X is accessible to person. Another example, the building is only accessible to those with a security clearance. What is the opposite of accessible? Inaccessible. So you can't use it. You can't enter. All right, so let's get the answer. Here's a key tip. By verb ing answers the question, how? For example, he passed the test. How? By cheating. Or the restaurant increased sales. How? By offering a free drink with every meal purchase. So if we look at the TOEIC question, we see verb ing, and this answers how. How are they accessible? How can people access them? By inputting a special code. By verb ing tells us how. So the answer is A. 125. Well, let's look at some key vocabulary here. We see the word hesitant. It said, more and more people are hesitant to visit the region. Hesitant means nervous about doing, unsure about doing. An example, I had to drive to work. However, it was snowing. I wanted to drive, but I knew it was dangerous. I was hesitant to drive to work. Or I was hesitant about driving to work. So it's common to see X is hesitant to verb or about verb ing. They are nervous. Another example, the company had lower sales. They thought about lowering prices to increase sales. However, they thought it could hurt the brand image. So the company was hesitant to lower prices. What is the verb for hesitant? Hesitate. So the company hesitated to lower prices. They didn't do it right away. They did it slowly. They were nervous about it. What is the noun? Hesitation. So the company had hesitation about lowering prices. So let's go back to the TOEIC question. Once again, we see over the last couple years, there are blank more and more people who are hesitant to visit the region. So maybe the region is becoming dangerous, or maybe it's becoming too expensive. Well, here's a key tip. When we see over, for, or in the last number of years, months, or days, you will use present perfect 99% of the time. For example, over the last 2 weeks, I have watched several movies. Notice present perfect. Or for the last 6 months, we have lived in a hotel. Therefore, for this TOEIC question, we will choose C or D. Now, you can see it says there blank more and more people. People is plural. That means 2 or more. So we need subject-verb agreement. So we say people have, a person has. So when you start the sentence with there, you match the verb with the object. There are dogs. There is a dog. There were problems. There was a problem. There have been problems. That's present perfect. There has been a problem. So for this TOEIC question, there have been more and more people. The answer is D. Why? Well, because of over the last couple years, we know we need present perfect. And because they say there blank more and more people, which is plural, we are going to use the have. So we answered 4 TOEIC questions, not 3. We learned 5 key vocabulary, and now we're going to get a better TOEIC score, and we've also improved our English. So please subscribe, like, share, and thank you all for your wonderful support. Have a great day. Bye.